Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Eagles in
Eagles
Digital
in
Business.
digital
A Candid
business.
Chit Chat with
All
all
of
of us.
Um,
us.
I changed the script today. Um, okay, so welcome back, everyone, and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So today we're bringing you the following topic.
Yes,
oh,
today we have Objections Detox. Let's clear out what held you back last year.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
yours truly here is Musumala, the face behind musumconsult.com, originally from Nigeria, but now by choice I reside in the USA, and also I've been a healthcare worker of several years, and by choice also I'm a digital business owner and a mentor here.
Hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my beautiful family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Thank you, Masimola. Thank you, Isabel. And we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays, we have our live webinars. If you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B or extra side of income, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our webinar. So when you register into our website, you will receive an invitation, an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So you can register for either day or for both. So our live webinars is every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the free webinar? On the free webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before this coming Tuesday's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, are you ready for a change? So just ride on with us and learn how to start earning online in this 2026. Our host was Tina, very vibrant and vivacious woman, and she's really proud to share her story with you, even at her age, joining this online business. And then we had on the panel Mafata, who is a home caregiver, and Ateka, who is a nurse, and Miri, who is also a caregiver. You see, everybody from different age and cultural backgrounds, from different locations across the globe, all rocking it and making it in this business. Right on with us.
Yes, we also had Maybeer, who is a registered nurse, Romila, who is a chemist, and we had Miriam, who is an entrepreneur, and Catherine, who is a church employee. So, like my co host already said, we had people from different backgrounds, different cultures. If you want to learn more about this business, you can register directly on the web pages you see on the screen. Send us a direct message, or you can comment info and we'll be happy to share the information with you.
Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Mosimola. So if you're catching the replay from last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in 5 languages. Oh, sorry, in several languages. And our live has subtitles in 5 languages: the Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So if you want to learn how to start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
So our topic still remains objection detox. That's let's clear out what held you back last year. That should not stop you again this year. So let's ride on.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Eagles in Digital Business. And welcome and happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday. So, what if the only thing standing between you and your next level isn't time or money or skill, but the stories you have been telling yourself? Well, today that's what we're going to be talking. Objections often sound magical or logical, but like for example, like I don't have time, I'm not ready, or it's not the right moment. But research shows most objections are rooted in fear, habit, and past experiences, not facts. So today we're clearing out the mental clutter that kept you stuck last year so you can move forward with clarity in the 2026. So for that, we are going to be talking about the following points.
Yeah, so we have 3 points for you today. The first one is most objections are learned beliefs, not truth. And number two, fear disguises itself as logic. Number three, awareness creates immediate momentum.
Yes, so that's where we're going to be talking today. So let's start with the point number one.
Okay, so most objections are learned beliefs, not truths. For years, I didn't think I was, against change. I thought I was being realistic. I told myself things like, this probably isn't for someone like me. And I'm probably too late to start something new. Or I should just be grateful for what I have and keep it that way. But but what I eventually realized is that those weren't facts, they were learned beliefs, ideas I observed early in life and reinforced through experience. And a lot of times we keep hearing the same things, and then you hear 'em so many times that you end up believing those things. And it's crazy that that's as it sounds, but it's true. I know that I learned so many beliefs, like from my parents and from my grandparents. And one of those was just be grateful for what you have, because you already have enough. And another one was, things like that are not for people like us. And for a long time I believed that. By psychology research shows that up to 80% of our limiting beliefs are learned, not based on our present reality. They come from how we were raised, what we saw model, the people that we had in our lives, the people that we looked up to, the people that we saw every day. We learned from them, and what we were taught was safe or possible. And a lot of times we were told that, yes, just stay that way is the safest thing. You don't want to do something that may put you in jeopardy of any kind. And when those beliefs go unchallenged, they quietly run our lives, as sad as it sounds. For me, growing up with limited options taught me to be practical, cautious, and grateful. But it also taught me to self limit. I didn't question whether more was possible. I questioned whether was I was allowed to want more. And sometimes I felt guilty when in my mind I thought I wanted more, because I was taught to be grateful for what I had and that whatever I had was all I needed. So the shift didn't happen when my circumstances changed. It happened the moment I asked myself a different question. Is this actually true, or is it just familiar? And that single question cracked the door open. I didn't erase fear. I didn't suddenly feel confident, but I stopped letting old beliefs make new decisions for me. Excuse me. And that's what I see over and over again with people who started this journey. The biggest breakthrough isn't learning a new skill, is unlearning the beliefs that growth isn't meant for them. And I struggled with this for a long time too, because I had it so embedded in me that what I had was enough, that I felt guilty every time I wanted more. I wanted something better. I wanted to do other things that were not within those parameters that I was told. So objections feel real because they are familiar, not because they're true. And that's something that we really have to work on, and we have to know that they're not true. I know that we've been told so many times, but those are just beliefs that we carry on, but we don't have to anymore. Now that we know that, we don't have to carry those beliefs. We can create our own life, we can create our own beliefs, but there shouldn't be limiting beliefs. So growth begins the moment you question the belief instead of obeying it. So, if you really want to, what is it? If you want to work, this is mindset. You really have to work on your mindset, and you really have to work on yourself if you want to break those limiting beliefs that you've been carrying all your life.
Thank you, Isabel. So yeah, so Isabel talk about most objections are learned beliefs and not truths. So what we have to do to be able to remove those beliefs is unlearn those beliefs. That's one of the ways that we can detox those objections that we have been carrying for many years, and start, a new year without those beliefs. Okay, so now we're gonna go into the second point.
Yes, the second point is how fear disguises itself as logic. You know, like Isabel said, there are so many things that have been embedded within us that we grew up with, that we just thought, well, it's better to just follow this way. Um, if you step out, if you step out, you don't know what is you're going to meet outside there. Outside is filled with so many lions there, devourers there, and things like that. Yes, um, of a truth, there are so many dangerous things outside. But then, the truth is that are they coming after you? What can you do? I mean, does it mean that nobody gets it right out there? Does it mean that everybody that is out there, because people will say, oh, business people, they are dubious people, and so on. They are dubious people, but at the same time, there are truthful people, honest people. Now, some people, they are so scared of driving. They will say, oh, when you want to travel, oh, you have to be careful, you have to do this, you have to do that, put this in place. Yes, it is very good to put things in place, and accidents do happen on the roads, but it is not every vehicle that gets out there that end up having an accident. So, and even if somebody has an accident, it is still vehicle that will be used to convey the person to the hospital for treatment. So we cannot avoid some things. You only have to put precautions in place. So, most of us we fear, and instead of us to discuss the fear, to take the bull by the horn and say, "Oh, okay, this is this just fear within me." We'll just say, it is better for you to get your degree and then start working for somebody and just stay there until you retire, because at least your income is coming in regularly. You will not say, "Oh, I am scared of losing money if I go out there on my own. I'm scared that people will not listen to me, people will not patronize me. Where will I get these customers from?" Instead of us saying it out like that, and just, if you are scared of not getting enough customers or patronage, why don't you just learn what others do to get this patronage? If you are scared, instead of explaining it out and covering it under some sort of logic, why don't you just look out and say, "What can I do to stop towing this line?" So it happened to me that, because I've been a healthcare worker since I graduated, which was very long time ago. I've been working in the hospital, I've been doing everything. But if I lose one job, I will look for another job. Instead of looking for ways that I can actually be my own boss and employ people, I will just think of getting another job. And if you're looking for security on the job, we all know there is no security. But instead of looking for ways to anchor ourselves out, to step out of the comfort zone, we would rather go inward and look for another job as a side hustle. So, but according to neuroscience studies published in the Frontiers in Psychology, um, fear activates the brain's threat system, causing people to rationalize avoidance as being practical. This is why objections feel like reasonable, even when they cost you your growth in different dimensions, growth psychologically, growth in your character, the way you do things, your perspective of things, and growth even financially, growth in your relationships. I mean, there are so many things that we do that we don't think about it, and we just forget about the fear. Why don't we use that as example to leverage on it? Many people go into marriages, they don't even know what the spouse can do, and they just do it. And so many people succeed, and so many people also do not succeed. But up to today, you will see some people are right now getting married, and some people are actually getting divorced. So life is like that. So once you recognize fear's voice, it loses its power. When you realize that this is just fear at my doorstep or inside my house, I know how to check you out by verifying and stepping out of the comfort zone and say, "Let me try it." If other people are trying it and people are making it, then let me try it. That is it.
Thank you, Mosemola. So yeah, so Mosemola talk about fear disguises itself as logic. So fear, is a way to protect yourself. So that's why we're talking about psychology here, because it's a way to protect yourself that, you know, don't do that because it's safer here, right? But that fear, if you let that fear take over you, then that fear is gonna no, it's not going to let you grow. Okay, so we need to overcome that fear, but you have to, before, in order to recognize that fear, you have to make it aware that this is what's happening. And then once you are aware of that, then that fear starts losing its power, and that's why you're able to move forward and to start growing. So the next point we're going to be talking about is awareness creates immediate momentum. So when I look back, awareness was the first spark that changed everything for me. Been working, for 25 years in the film industry, I didn't have all the answers, but I had a growing awareness that something felt off. It's been 25 years is a long time. So that quiet, reflection made me, made aware that I was made for more. And that awareness was the starting point. When you realize that if you keep going this way, nothing's going to change. But if you take a moment and say, like, maybe there is something more or better for me, that I can do from this. So that awareness, when that happens, that's the starting point for you to create a new momentum, for you to change. And according to Harvard, research shows that people who identify and write down their limiting beliefs are 40% more likely to take aligned actions within weeks. And that's because awareness interrupts the autopilot. Okay. So it helps you see the thoughts and habits that keep you stuck so you can consciously choose new ones. And that's what happened to me, Um, been working 25 years, it was the same routine, right? Uh, so I got to a point where I started to feel, that I needed some change, and that's the awareness. And then once you do that, realize that awareness, that allows you to be able to find new ways to create new ways for you, of the ones that you are used to. So in my business and mentorship, I see this moment often. When someone finally says, I'm tired of waiting, or I'm scared, but I'll start anyway, that awareness shifts everything, because it moves them from hesitation to action, from uncertainty to clarity. And that's what, Isabel and Mosmola were talking in the prior points, um, that you, once you are aware of those things, right, and you take action, that's when you overcome those objections, those fears that that are holding you back. And then you take action to do it. So the message here for you, for this point, is you can change what you don't see, but once you become aware, momentum begins almost instantly. So that's the message for you today for this point. And now let's find out what is our key takeaway for this topic.
Mm. So, our key takeaway for today is that you don't need to carry last year's doubts into this year. Clear, clear the objections, reclaim your momentum, and step forward lighter than before.
Yeah, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. So we have arrived to the end of our lives. So hopefully, you learned today how to detox those objections that many times, we put ourselves just to keep us safe, but it also stop us from growing, from start growing, from create better opportunities for ourselves than the ones that we have. So if you like what we shared today, or if you have any tips that you want to add to it, you can put it in the comments, and we'll be happy to read your comments. And if you want to learn how you can start your online business, in 2026, and create that plan B, or that extra side of income, here are 3 ways that you can get in touch with us to learn more. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, and we'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. Or you can register directly into our websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch our webinar. We do have live webinars every Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email with two links. One is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. So in there, you can register for either day or for both. And the second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, here are the three ways. Put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So let's find out what is our topic for next. Oh, it's actually next Sunday. Sorry. It says Friday, but it's Sunday.
Okay,
Mhm.
so next Sunday we're going to have the belief blueprint. Why success starts in your mind first.
Yes, so that's our topic for next Sunday. So it's a good one. It's a continuation of what we've been talking for the month of January. So that will be our first topic for the month of February. So because we're gonna be by February, so this is our last one for the month of January. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
so yeah, 1 month has been completed. Unbelievable! It flew so fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, I mean, like we've been saying from the beginning of the year, procrastination is actually a destiny robber. Before you know it, this first month is gone, and you roll into the new month. And I mean, by and by, like that, the year will roll to an end once more. So what we're saying is that step out of that comfort zone. Watch the webinar, listen to the stories of other people, see
Give
their
me
challenges, see whatever resonates with you, and let's go on from there. Perch on our shoulders. We are willing and we are waiting for you.
Yeah, thank you, Musamola. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Sunday for those who are on Sunday, and a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today. And until the next episode of the Eagles in Digital Business, a Candy She Chat with
all of
All
us.
us. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for
Thank you.
watching.
Have a blessed Sunday and enjoy the last week of January.
Yes.
right.